Good evening, Sri Lankan all teachers. Namaste, Dr. Rashmi Tyagi madam and next madam. Good evening. Parallel to the international conference series on quality education, presented by Dr. Rashmi Tyagi, Sri Lankan Indian Education International Conference on Quality Education 2025. Our first lessons today. Namaste, madam. So, can you continue?
Yes, and to everyone present here, all our great teachers of the green planet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam.
So, it's my proud privilege today to be just talking to the teachers from Sri Lanka, and they are our family members. And it will be really wonderful when they'll be coming to India and where the educational knowledge exchange will take place. So I just invite them with lots of, maybe dreams in their eyes that what they are going to learn and how they are going to get the knowledge from Indian educational scenario. And teachers means that we are just imparting knowledge to the students and to the whole world. And so that way, I am going to congratulate Mr. Kamal Goda from Sri Lanka because he is doing a great job of spreading the light of knowledge between two countries and also in the Southeast Asian countries. And today, I really feel so good that Dr. Shubhi Jain, who is, a doctorate from Indian Institute of, engineering Roorkee, IIT Roorkee, and it's a, great institute. And she has done her PhD in chemistry, and she has done the postdoctoral also. And it is a pleasure for me to tell you that she's working for the children. She has got lots of knowledge about chemistry and science, and she wants to, give this knowledge to the students as per the 21st century demands. Because everything has changed, in 21st century after pandemic, and we all the educators, including you, our dear teachers, we are trying that the transformations which have taken place in education, like digitization has come, and then, AI has come, artificial intelligence is there, and, so many other things are there, like now we don't want that the children should appear for exams and get the marks, but we want that they should have some practical learning. And science is such a subject where lots of, experiments are to be done. And all my dear Sri Lankan teachers, you have got a wonderful idea about STEAM. STEAM, the acronym for science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. So today, Dr. Shubhi Jain is going to do that kind of, seminar where she's telling you about lots of activities which you can ask your, students in your classrooms to perform, and then they will get the hands-on experience and how to, make the projects, how to make the models in science. So this is what I feel is going to be wonderful today, that we are interacting and we are going to learn a lot from Dr. Shubhi Jain. And I want to encourage all our teachers to ask the questions. I want the interactive sessions. And then let's keep on meeting, and all of you are welcome to India. Thank you so much. Please start the session.
Thank you so much, Rashmi ma'am, and all the teachers, Sri Lankan teachers present here. Thank you for giving me this platform and for me to come forward and to explain you. So today I will be talking about experiential learning in the 21st century. This is the need of the hour. So before that, I would like to share my screen because, yeah, that will help actually all of us. Yes. I hope I'm audible and you are able to see my screen.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So, thank you all for joining. And today, as you know, that I'm talking about experiential learning, and definitely, this is my initiative, I would like to say, which actually works in the same direction, the direction where we are actually going through. So it is called as Nanhe Scientist. And
Please tell the meaning of Nanhe to them. Excuse me.
Yes,
Please,
yes, ma'am, I will do that.
Okay.
So now when we come to these words, now what do we mean by these words? Nanhe means young, right? In Hindi. And it also deals with the young, curious mind, which are so curious to know every minute. They are just wanting to know and discover, explore something new. And that is the what scientists is also doing. Scientists is only confined to a lab, but a child has the whole world to check out, to explore. So this is what we have blended these two concepts together and call it Nanhe Scientist, who works in the same direction as for experiential learning. So thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. And I ask you and ask for the permission to proceed.
I'll just ask you one question.
Yes,
What do
yes,
you
ma'am.
mean by experiential learning?
Experiential learning means DIY, do it yourself. Let's put our hands into it. Let's engage and start working on those small mini projects, which may be bigger in size when it comes to the real world. But for young children, it is a mini model. And when they engage themselves, they are engaging them with full heart into it. They're putting heart into it. And all these pictorial and graphical memory always stay with us for much longer period of time. So yes, this is the world in front of us, and let me proceed further. Um, okay, so there's a quote by Benjamin Franklin. He says that, I quote, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." Now, what does it mean? Knowledge never go waste. It may happen that you may not require it on the next day, but probably after 10 years, 20 years, you will be using and acquire the acquired knowledge and using that knowledge into your activities. So always, this is the best interest that any investor has, and this is knowledge always plays a most important part of a life. Now, according to the Indian Journal of Psychological Medicine, it is being surveyed and researched that 65% of school children are reported to be under stress. Why so much of stress for school children when they are getting all the facilities? Today, we are not deprived of anything, but what we are deprived of is the fundamental knowledge. We are not giving them the fundamentals. We are making them screen oriented all the time. But then we have to preserve our originality by doing all those activities which we have done it. And that is the reason why academic pressure, too much of peer pressure, too much of coaching classes actually are giving us shortcut and a pre-mixed recipe to the children. That is not required. What is required? Let them go bored. Let them enjoy by doing something, by engaging themselves, right? And once the child falls into this trap, then obviously the anxiety develops and uncertainty pops up. So we want a school where a lot of engagement is there, a lot of small projects, and they start critical and creative thinking. Now we are talking about STEAM, where science, technology, engineering, maths, and art also becomes a very important part. Creativity brings a new horizon. It gives a new vision to what is your success. A small, because I will not get into a brain facts, but a small thing I would like to present over here, that hands-on activity actually stimulates brain neuron activity. You are very well aware that we have so many neurons in our brain, and every neuron connects with thousands of neurons. And that simultaneously it goes, and this process keeps on happening. So it is something like going from Delhi to Mumbai by road. And this is the distance which in our brain, such a small brain, which is taking such a small space, we are learning every second, because we are even much faster than a computer. So brain is very smart. Similarly, like AI, brain is also rewiring, rethinking, reconstructing the data which it is getting, and making new connections out of it. Now, a sensory information by doing all the senses we have, five senses that we have. Now, these are responsible for the cognitive role it plays, right? Motor action. And from the fingertips, it goes directly to the brain. So whatever we are touching, whatever we are feeling, it goes directly and it registers in the brain memory. We may not behave in that manner, but everything we are taking from the environment. We are learning every day and every second. So our vision is very clear, and I probably think that when it comes to experiential learning, we totally believe that a happy child with a smile who is coming to a class goes an extra mile. We are not running for the marks. We are running for the knowledge now. So from a mark-centric world, let's talk about a knowledge-centric world. Learn how to learn is our strategy. And because these are like science clubs, modules, games, it helps you to increase and enhance our skills. Creativity. Creativity can be in anything and in everything, because science is essence of life. Whatever you see in front of you, whatever you imagine is science. It is not in the books. It is there in the books, but yes, how you apply it becomes more crucial and important, and becomes very important. So therefore, experiential learning is a revolution itself. And especially in this tech-savvy and emerging world, we have to preserve our originality. The way we used to do the experiments in the lab, the time has come to preserve it, to put it on the logbook. And that data is very, very precious for us. Why? Because that is written by our hand. So these are few experiments. As you can see, I have been associated. I'm an enthusiastic researcher. I have done a lot of outreach programs for school children. And this is the small picture that I would like to show, science popularization, where a lot of students are asked to come over to the labs, and they are shown that your future, what a scientist does. So that helps them to understand the picture, and becomes much more clear to them what a scientist is, the role of the scientist is to the society. So as we all know that after COVID, we have understood that the time was really tough for all of us, and how we came out of it. If research was not there, then it would have been very difficult for us to come out of that phase. So obviously, we have to consistently do research work. At the same time, engaging students and all these things are very important at the same time. So giving a very informal manner, if we go for like weekend classes we take in a school where the students doesn't come in their school uniform, but then they don't have any hesitation in asking questions. And it can be done on any weekend program as well. Because in the school, obviously, we have some norms, we have some uh, problems over there. Now, when I come to these simple projects that can be introduced in the school, like a girl who is doing a filtration unit, she's showing a filtration unit over here, the same principle which every Indian household has, like a RO plant, reserve osmosis plant, for purifying water. Because the water is actually getting, with times, it is getting not of that good quality, and it is also depleting with time. So we have to store the water. It may be stored for several days, and then we are using it. We need a filtration plant. And this is where we are showing that a muddy water, it gets cleaned. It just filters drop by drop, and you can see that once the clean water is there, then obviously you can boil it and it can become drinkable. And these are some simple science where we talk about molecules, atoms. They can be made into these ball and stick models to explain them beautifully, and it can become like a project. Similarly, the kinetic energy of the molecules and atoms can be discussed over here in the cold water and hot water. Here you can see that the dispersion of color is faster than in the cold water. And at every level, every teacher, everybody has a moral responsibility to be in that ecosystem and make the children learn in their own respect. So these are the exhibitions that we can actually promote to basically make the children engaged in such activities. Now, last year, as I remember, that everybody must be remembering that we had a northern light effect, which was seen in the northern part of our globe. And it was basically because of the solar winds, which were very prominent. And actually, they came into the Earth's, they mingled with the magnetic field of the Earth's atmosphere. And we could see the neon lights in the sky. And it went up to Leh, Ladakh also, this phenomena was seen. So it happened in May. And this is some real pictures of in US. It happened in New Jersey, US, where you can see that this is the regular pictures. Now, how a child connects is very important. What you see, make it a project. So that is why we also created a webinar for the school children, and they were asked to present on this webinar, on Northern Lights. And once they did it, they could totally understand the phenomena, how the light scattering happens. And because of this light scattering, you can see so beautiful colors in the sky. So this is a small, I would just like to, this is the most recent one that I have done, and please go through it. Okay, so I hope you really like this reel. It was a small one. What I showed here, that the China rose actually is a natural indicator. And in both the solutions, whether you are taking a basic solution or an acidic solution, it gives different colors. So as simple as that, both are solutions, both are liquids.
So how you made it an indicator?
Yes. So,
How
this
the
is what I
children?
showed here, that you have to take the petals of the China rose. In India, we call it gudhal ka flower. And I have
Yeah.
shown in the video also that flower. I can explain you little after this, I finish it. I can explain you further.
Okay.
So we can take out the
Okay.
petals, and then we have I'm doing it. I'm just using little alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, Or this can be done in normal warm water also. Only the thing is that maybe the concentration will not be very high of that pigment. So that pigment, I have extracted it. And once you take out the pigment, then that becomes your extract, right? China rose extract. And in one test tube, I am using as a basic, I'm using your soap solution, because obviously I'm not dealing with a lab right now. I have to take care of the children. So I will not give them any harmful chemical. I will not give them any acid, hydrochloric acid. They are very strong, sulfuric acid. I will give them something like vinegar. Vinegar is acetic acid, or I will give them lemon. Lemon is citric acid. Again, very mild acid. So it is very soft on your fingers, and there's nothing harmful in it. And once I have these two solutions, when I add this China rose extract to both of them, they give me different colors. So I know that when red is there, it means danger. And danger means it has to be an acid. When it is giving me green color, that means it's a basic. So it is a very good test for identifying whether the solution is acidic or basic. So now this is a simple experiment that can be introduced in the class. Here also you can see that children are doing some slime. They're making some slime. So I usually keep a quote like smile or slime. Both are equivalent because they are very happy when they make it. So what is required? Just a Fevicol, few drops of water, and a borax solution. Now, what is a borax? Borax is that magical indicator which actually the boron sits in the layering of the Fevicol. So once this boron sits, it make a linkage, and your solution, your Fevicol becomes thicker and it becomes a slime. Then you can add beautiful ingredients to it like sparkles, colors, edible colors, so that they are not harmful for these children. And that can bring another beautiful, colorful world and open a world for them. It's similar.
Which are the edible colors? Which are the edible colors which we can eat?
Yes, so edible, they are food colors.
Food color. So
yes.
Which is the most tasty food color?
So
tomato.
It depends on it depends on the teacher's choice and the children's choice. You can have a wide range of colors.
Okay.
So any color will work over here, so that it is very soft on their skin as well. Because once they are we are dealing with children.
And beetroot has got red color.
Yes.
Beetroot.
Yes.
So that is a very good color.
Very nice. Yeah. So it has organic color. Yes. We can use totally. A turmeric we can use. Yeah.
Turmeric also.
Yes.
Turmeric also yellow color. So that's so wonderful that students are learning in the, mother's kitchen only. So many things. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Similarly, if we move further, you can see aquarium, like a small boxes, and putting some leaves and, green leaves, and making fishes and, small aquatic animals into it. So that gives another way of representing things in a mini form. They must have seen aquarium all the way, but then once they make it, they actually cherish it, and relish all
Hello,
those.
we are not able to see you.
Pardon, ma'am? Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Now it's okay.
Okay. So that is why I said that keep trying till you succeed. It is not necessary that once we do an experiment, it always have to be successful. There are many times that happen, it may or may not. So all the children should accept that anything can happen, but you don't have to get disappointed. Keep trying till the time you succeed. So let me move a little fast. And so this is the plan that actually is being taken by the different international schools, and probably you must be also taking it. Hands-on activity, inquiry-based learning. Now, local context is again very important. Why? Because you can take the samples of water from different places, take out the pH, study the pH of the water, And all the water parameters can be discussed, like dissolved oxygen, then TDS, and there are several other experiments where you can check out the water, how the water is there, what is the quality of water in your area. And that is why the child will start understanding the concept of all those issues which are coming in their community. So this becomes a local context. We're talking about local area. Then technology integration, when we add AI to it, it becomes technology-oriented project. And project-based learning. You can take hold of any project, like if we talk about environment, then we very well know that the atmosphere has so many pollutants and particulates, so and which is giving so much of problem and diseases. So we can how we can minimize that thing can be very useful. So environment awareness has to be very important when it comes to sustainability and experiential learning. Then synthesis in your kitchen. We don't have to go to any chemistry lab or any particular place. Your kitchen is your lab itself, where you synthesize so many things. So many spices are there. And as I know, India and Sri Lanka are so rich when it comes to spices. Every spice has a magical ingredient. All we have, nature is providing us everything. All we have to do is to take it out, extract it, and understand the properties of it. Majority of them are anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and in many ways, they are so useful to us. Let's go to going herbal. Yes, nature is providing us everything. So let's connect with the nature as much as we can. We should go in do the farming. We should take the children and make them, cultivate their own tomatoes for them. It will not take too much of months, so not many months. So once they cultivate something of food products, they will start enjoying it and understanding the role of a farmer, agriculture. These things will come into the picture. So mental gymnastics, industries, now what all the challenges the industries has, that can also be discussed. I will not take every topic, but let me take environmental awareness, because as we know that a lot of work when it comes to the climatic conditions and climatic change, which is happening. And we have just celebrated World Water Day yesterday. So I would just like to take on few things very important. Abiotic components, as you know, that all lithosphere, your atmosphere, water relates to hydrosphere. Carbon footprint is also something which is actually giving us a challenge. And that not only that, energy. Now, as we know that energy never go waste. So from one form, it is getting converted into another. That is what the law of conservation of energy says. At the same time, energy is preserved, right? It just its form keeps on changing. That is the only thing. So at this stage, green clubs, green initiatives, green clubs can be developed where the children are taken to the fields, and then they can start exploring things. Vision building exercises can be done at experiential learning. And not only this, the projects, mini model can be introduced where they are engaging themselves. Constructive knowledge and engaging knowledge, and transferring that skill set to the other children as well. So we all are learning in that environment. Now, sustainable future, when we talk about it, this can be made into a project. So this idea just came to me today itself, that we are into a community where we have to waste zero. No wastage should be there. We have to recycle, we have to reduce, we have to do the waste management so that we properly segregate plastic, and we segregate the organic peels and fruits and vegetable peels. That organic part can go into biofuel. The organic part can take care of the bio, and we can again reutilize it as a compost, as a manure for next season of plants. Similarly, when it comes to reducing water again, every drop is so precious. So now these 4 R's are very important, and a lot of work is happening in Europe and in other American and in Middle East, everywhere. Lot of work in India itself. Lot of work is happening in this regard to make our ecosystem sustainable. Whenever we take any project, this is just a small flow chart. I would just take it fast. I think I have ample of time, or if not, I will be doing it little fast. Yeah. We always take a research problem or any issue. So when it comes to a project building, how we proceed, I have shown in a flow chart. First, we take a research problem or any issue of concern. Then we do a literature survey on it. And we discuss with the scientific fraternity, how should we go about it? We get an idea, which is a new concept nobody has done up till now. Then there is a time to construct a hypothesis on it. Once we construct a hypothesis, then it's time to do the experiment and data assimilation. Because from many places, we are going to get a lot of data. Now the whole data has to be assimilated and analyzed. Once this analysis happens and we come out and draw a conclusion, we come to know that there are 2 possibilities, whether our hypothesis is right, or it may be like partially true. In that case, if hypothesis is true, then there is bale, no worries. You just publish the paper in a reputed journal, communicate with large mass, tell it to the people who are unaware of the facts, and start executing it. So there comes the action plan. But if suppose by chance your hypothesis does not work and maybe the what you planned did not work, no problem. Rethink, retry, and then again little modifications may occur and again restart this process. And this is what happens in research, and it's sometimes the PhD takes around 5 to 6 years. So all I want to say is that experiential learning actually inculcates a scientific temperament in a child. It helps you to rethink, rewire, and reconstruct the data. Data is there on net. As you Google it, everything comes to you. All you have to do to assimilate, to reconstruct it, so that you actually make science more simpler for yourself and meaningful. It should be relatable, it should be reachable, and it should be reconstructible. Till the time science is not understood properly, it becomes a difficult subject. So simplify science in a very, very simple manner for the kids so that their holistic development happens. They are given a rational learning, and not that rote learning, traditional learning, where everything needs to be remembered. So let's move from, develop a ecosystem where the children are problem solvers for life. They are learning for life. And this will help in inculcating a temperament in them, that they are not going to get anything for free. They have to work for it. Okay. So, yes. So thank you so much. I hope that everybody liked it. And I have more ideas with me. We can discuss on it. Like suppose if we take the children out of the class and show them different plants, all the plants are getting same sunlight. The intensity of sunlight is same for all the plants. But why is it that some plants grow and take longer period of time, whereas some plants actually take too much of height? So these are when the child will start asking questions, when they start thinking and analyzing things, it will foster and nurture their creativity. So STEAM, what I'm talking about, that be creative, and creativity has no end to it. So there is, I will finish by saying a quote by Benjamin Franklin, who said that, tell me, I forgot. If you tell me, I forget. If you teach me, I may remember. But if you engage me, I learn. So it is the time for us to learn together. All the teachers, all the children are learning in a cohesive manner. So every day is a learning for us, and I hope that I did my best. And thank you all once again. I hope you liked it. Thank you.
Yes, that was really wonderful. And now I will request our teachers from Sri Lanka to ask the questions. Whatever question comes to your mind, please ask.
Thank you.
Hello.
Should I disclose the? Should I close this?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we can see everyone here. Yes.
Yes.
Hello, dear teachers. Any have question?
Hi, ma'am. I'm Shiroza. Namaste. Namaste, Rashmi, ma'am. After long days, I have
Namaskar,
seen you.
Shiroza.
Yeah, ma'am. The kitchen is your lab. The main topic. The very nice lab. That is, I thought to do my school also. Actually, normally our schools always using the chemicals. No? The kitchen is your lab. The main concept. All the material you will use from the kitchen and the natural things. I very like that. Actually, I implement my school this one. Harmful for our children. Very thank you, ma'am. This concept.
Shiroza, you are
Yeah, thank you.
coming to India, Shiroza.
No, ma'am.
Why don't you come? And we all of
I
us
have
will
a small
together.
baby, ma'am. I have a small baby.
Oh,
So
bring the
I'm worrying
baby.
about the baby.
Okay. Anyway, next time, because we have to take care.
Yeah, next time we join, ma'am.
Yeah, I see your, videos and your photos on FB.
Thank you, ma'am.
And very good, you are the teaching classrooms you are having. So I like everything.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for the comment, sir. Because after all the lectures, we have changed our teaching method. Most teaching method we have changed because of those lectures. Thank you, ma'am. You are, I got this thing. Our teacher always, and the principal of our school, our teachers always asking the chemicals. So they can use like this natural chemical without harmful. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for that idea. And the other thing is for system. Actually, that is we have to include all the schools for system. It is a eco family. So thank you, ma'am. I would like to encourage for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Next, I would like to invite our Central Provincial Director, Mr. Gunatilaka, sir, to speak a few words, sir.
Good evening to all. Dr. Rashmi Tyagi and Dr. Rubahi Jain and Mr. Kamal and all the other colleagues who are presenting to this presentation from the Sri Lanka. I think Ms. Subahi, Dr. Subahi, you have presented a very nice presentation. And I think in the future we can get more and more idea from you for our teachers. But I have one small question regarding the how can we apply this your methodologies for the pre-primary or preschools, because the your content is good, but it is a bit advanced for the this 3 to 5 age children's. Then we have to think about how we simplify this one for our teachers to get to deliver their ideas and these methodologies for the small kids. And also somehow I think from first onwards also we can meet you. Before that you have presentation series, then think about my idea and suggestion. Then we have to simplify for our teachers. And also during the last, I think, almost 9 months, we are closely work with Dr. Rashmi Tyagi and other lecturers. I think now we are very close friends, Sri Lanka and India, and our teachers well qualified with your transferring your technical know-how, and future also we are happy to join with you continuously to upgrade our teachers and invite to Sri Lanka to see our practically you can see our ECD sector and the school sector also. Then once again I wish both of you on behalf of the Central Province of the Sri Lanka and the Sri Lankan preschool teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, sir. I would really like to thank this opportunity, Dr. Rasmi Tyahi and Dr. Subhahi. Thank you very much, madam. And our Central Provincial Director Gunatilaka, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. And all participants, Sri Lankan teachers, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.